Shaka Zulu, how are you doing? You're on 257 score. Only I am less than that. Actually, no, Canada and Australia are. Ugh. Right, Huey's got 10 turns left and need about 170 production, and that's 60 of it. Boop. 7 turns. 7 turns. So horseman's along the way, but a heavy chariot and a catapult. Both of these things I still need to get. Heavy chariot and a catapult. I'm going to just pick up a heavy chariot quickly. And then the catapult we can get soon. Build ancient walls. That feels like something we should have done by now, but that's fine. I actually have another chop for the capital. So that is now 2 turns. Oh, and there's apprenticeship as well. Good ship apprenticeship. Best one. 2 turns away now. 2 turns. Oh, the wonder completed right at the last moment. And I was like, no, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Luckily, it was not the same. It was not one and the same. Oh, for you. No. It was on 1 turn. It was on 1 turn. Colosseum. Oh, great bath. I was like, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Then that wonder destroying music, it just hit me as this thing was completing. I was absolutely convinced I'd lost it, but no, not today. Not today. 1 extra amenity for every adjacent lake tile within it. I think that's +4 or +5, I haven't counted, and +1 food and production for each lake tile in my empire. We did it. We did it, and these tiles now are going to unlock a world of joy for me. This game suddenly has meaning, suddenly has purpose. We suddenly have a way to win. We're going to win. We're going to win like heavy, crazy, silly people that we are. It's going to be wonderful. So going for a turf war with France is going to be nigh on impossible. So what we're going to do is we're basically going to convert the economy to an absolutely crazy production house, where we basically just get science and production and spit settlers out like mad. I'm going to move Pingala to my capital so that I can now work Magnus in this city. I'm going to move my governor, my special governor, my awesome governor to this city because the barbs are attacking over here more than anywhere else. We'll go and deal with those if we can. I have myself a heavy chariot and a scout ready for the chop, which is good. There's the scout. Swordsman. I need a swordsman before I can get my unique troops. Just saving up some iron to do that. I've got enough gold. That should be fine. We're picking up engineering to unlock catapult. We'll get horsemen after, and then we'll go from there. That should be fine. Feudalism. Hey, serfdom. Urban planning. Corvée. Don't need Corvée anymore. Corvée is useless now. Useless. Building settlers though, that is more useful, so we'll do that. Our builders now have all the extra charges we could ever need to have a happy, growing empire. So we'll start to get some of these in. As I pick up more lake tiles, we need to basically make sure that my infrastructure is ready to go and that we're working all of them. Every single one. It's turn 100 by the way. I did have 40 science per turn. I just moved Pingala, so it's gone now. You'll just have to believe me when I say it, but yeah, we're good. We're doing good. There's engineering. There's engineering. Okay, quickly, let's get the catapult. 480 gold, is it worth it? Yeah, I'd rather be building infrastructure right now, so that's good. That's perfect. My capital can now get a little bit more fishy resource so that I can now build my unique improvement on the top of where that tile was. A tasty. I'm such an idiot. I've just been moving this warrior backwards and forwards, thinking every time, oh, I really should keep him like safe. Now he's been killed. Ooh! Ho, 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 ho. 5 population lost from my capital. 5! Oh, that's brutal. Oh my god, nothing was broken as well. It's just all the farms are lost. Oh my lord. That's atrocious. I felt that. That's... Oh, I'll be reeling from that from quite a long time. I mean, if nothing else, it's a timely reminder that we need to be making sure we've got as many dams as we can. Every time you play Apocalypse mode, it becomes about 17 times more important to build the things than it normally is. Still though, that's painful. Look, everything's broken. Everything's broken. It's fine. Let's get rid of the fish. We're already back up to 7 pop. I could have got way higher there. I could have been pushing 11 had that not happened. Never mind. Removing Pingala from this city is seeming like a very silly idea now. Look at this. 8 food, 2 production, 1 gold, 2 faith from that tile. That's a nice tile. City number 5. okay. It's a good thing that we are looking slightly better than we were. I think this is the better lake system to go and improve on, so bump. Oh yeah, these early tiles are very good. Sorry France, but my next city goes right next to you. Hee. Not much you can do about that one. Oh, no wonder America had such a good start. There's the Torre del Paine. Look at that, right by Philadelphia. Oh, and Washington, they have some good tiles here. They're actually losing science per turn now compared to where they were. Often the AI does that. They start really well when they haven't, you know, actually we'll just put some grievances on. They start really well and then they start putting all the districts down and ruin it all. Not that we are complaining. Here is a swordsman and there is a horseman. That's 2 more to tick off my lovely, lovely list. So next up, we've got to do a skirmisher, an eagle warrior, a courser, a knight, a crossbow, a trebuchet, and a pikeman. Actually, pikeman we probably should have done by now. I feel like gold is going to be the, you know, the real trick on this map. Getting a lot of trade routes, a lot of decent gold, and I've got 120 coming in from deals, but there's only so long I'll be able to hold that up, because at the moment all I'm doing is basically just selling everything I'm digging from the ground, and at some point the AI will go, like, I like what you were doing, but I've now got this all, can we do something different? And at that point I'll be like, I've got nothing else to trade with you. A few extra trade routes would help if possible. We'll just keep that in mind. So apprenticeship has unlocked industrial zones. Let's get now, I mean dams are important, but I think machinery is going to be good so that I can pick up crossbows and skirmishers. Natural philosophy! It's only 3 extra science per turn, but honestly, sometimes that's enough. I can pick up military training now that I have a swordsman, so that's good. Let's get ourselves that eagle warrior going. And again, still very much thinking about where I need to put these canals. Very much thinking about this. Like, I want to be able to connect absolutely everything that can get connected. I want there to be no lake left behind. It's going to be tough though. It's going to be really tough to make this work. Machinery, okay, skirmishers, eagle warriors. It's all good. It's all good. I'm just waiting for the next sacrifice to the Dark Lords. Surely it can't be too much sooner. Surely not. Construction gives us lumber mills and this mysterious, untitled sawmill, which is basically the same thing, but sometimes it can be used on these new luxuries. I think we had some ebony down here, didn't we? Yeah. I mean, we'll not even think about that one. Cherry trees, that's much better. That's much more pleasant. Let's do that. So that's catapults, that's crossbows, and that's skirmishers. Good, let's unlock dams. I really need dams now. That would be cool. Military engineers is something I really need as well. I mean, again, this is turning into one of those games where I sort of need everything. Like, there is nothing I don't need in this game. Pericles, is that everyone? I think it might be. I'm the first to meet everyone as well. And also, look, my scouts have almost sort of touched. Actually, this is where my warrior died, but we will discover the fact that the world is round before you know it. Oh, damn, forgot to send a delegation. I always do that. Literally the first turn I meet someone, it's like, ugh, Athens declines. Yeah, I know. Let's just give him a deal. Hopefully he'll forgive me. In the meantime, take candy back quickly. Still popping cities down. And this is removes a cherry tree resource. You can actually harvest it. Oh, that's interesting. Not that I want to do that because it's a luxury, but still. Okay, I mean, it would be really, really handy if we actually had stuff to sell to people, but like we're still struggling. Every time I see this, I've got 15 luxuries in my empire, and I only have +2 luxury attack bonus because we're just flogging everything we've got. It's appalling. We are the worst Aztecs ever, but it's a decent start. Like, we've now got to 8 cities, so we are spreading out. France have got 9, 10, 6, 7, 9, 6, 8, 9, 7. So we are caught right up with the pack now. And score-wise, which is always a good representation, we are still in last, but we're only 2 behind Canada now, so that's good. Pericles is actually winning. That's amazing. 175 culture per turn. Nice. Actually, scrap that. That's one more city we've got down here now. Haha! Colonization, serfdom, and now I'm putting in professional army, which we've been saving up. Now, I think I'm just going to wait one more turn and get a Theodore in, because I would love it if I can just get some more districts, some more wonders, and I think I was going to put a harbour down. There we go, that was selling everything, that's still good. I'm going to stick a harbour down somewhere, and then we can build the mausoleum. I don't think the mausoleum has to be built next to the coast. I might be wrong, actually, thinking about it. I might be very wrong. Where is it? It's defensive tactics. Must be adjacent to a harbour district. It doesn't say that it has to be on the coast. So, we'll give it a go. I mean, I don't actually know if we've even found any coast so far. At all? No. That's coast. Hang on. No, what am I looking for? Oh no, it's coastal lowland. Okay, no, I don't want coastal. I just want coast. Alright. Nope, no coast in existence at the moment. So, I mean, it doesn't matter where I put the mausoleum. It'll be equally useless everywhere. So, I guess, like, I just put the harbour somewhere we don't really need it. Like, next to a volcano. No, I shouldn't. I need to stop building things next to volcanoes. I've got a real problem with that. It's just so tempting, you know? Oh dear. There we go. Here he is. A Theodore. Get him in. Before we regret never getting him in. That's another 2 wonder charges that we now own. I need to just keep an eye out for some good ones. Terracotta Army is always decent, but it's not crazy good. Yeah, I think the mausoleum has got to be the one. It's just finding a candidate city to stick the mausoleum down. There we go. World's first circumnavigation. 5 points. Hey! Always good to do on a lakes map. Any landlocked map, you might as well just send your units in opposite directions and get those 5 points. AI never does it. If there's an actual sea, they're way more likely to go and do it properly. So, always keep an eye on that. Well, that's interesting. This banana tile just gave itself twice to my 2 different unique districts, or unique improvements either side of it. That's weird, but it was only supposed to happen once. Okay then, well, that's good news if that keeps on happening. Look, it hasn't happened here. I think what it might be is that I hadn't improved the bananas and then I improved them between making the 2. Maybe there's a little bit of a glitch in the timing of these things? I don't know. Well, we'll keep an eye out for it, whatever. So this scout I'm just going to make into a skirmisher. Let's just go through my list quickly and make sure that we have definitely picked up everything. So I've got the swordsman, I've got the eagle warrior now, because you can see both of them waiting. The swordsman, great. Where's the eagle warrior gone? Oh no, I didn't get the eagle warrior. Oh, there's a reason I hadn't done it. Never mind. So I still need to get the eagle warrior. Okay, but I've got the horse, heavy chariot, catapult. Okay. Perfect. So Corsair, Knight, Crossbow. Crossbow was the other one I needed to do. I knew there was one around here. Okay, let's get this archer involved and get you into a crossbow. Perfect. Okay, now that one I can mark off. Still don't have a pikeman though. Gotta watch out for that. That is the sort of one that could sneak through and trip me up. Civil service. Okay, now, who does France not like? Korea, they don't like. Interesting. Korea, would you like to be a military ally? They kind of do. I mean, I will pay just a little bit of gold for it. There we go, 70 gold will do. After that, I don't really care. I'm going south, so you know what? I will make a cultural alliance with Teddy, just so I can go and sneak by him. After that, I'll work out who has Eastern Orthodoxy. Ethiopia, oh, you don't even want an alliance, so fine, I'll make it with Georgia. Curtin can have the Research Alliance, because he normally likes those, and Inca can get the Economic Alliance. Perfect, all the alliances set up. I can now get the delegation to Greece as well. And come on, Ethiopia, you like me +1. That's the annoying thing. Just like, can you just be my friend now? I want it to be, if we do go to war with France, everyone is my friend. Like, the entire world loves me. If we can do that, then essentially nobody's going to care if I declare war on them and then just brutally murder them. Oh, Eastern Orthodoxy is being spread to my land now. This is an Ethiopian apostle, so I can get Feed the World. Well, that's nice. Yeah, okay, that's great. I'd love Feed the World. That's awesome. World Congress time. I think, who's got the most votes here? Greece, followed by America. Okay, so religion-wise, anyone got anything? Anyone own a religion? Greece does, Buddhism, and America does. We're going to vote for Buddhism because I think that might likely win. So we'll do that, and then I'd love it if France ended up getting more grievances. We'll go for that, see if it goes through. You never know. Inca does, and Hinduism. Nope. It's basically us turning up to that conference was pointless. There's a heavy chariot to upgrade to a knight. Here is the eagle warrior. Okay, perfect. That's good. That'll be a good sacrifice. I really need a nice, good sacrifice now. I have that itch. you know, you're just like, oh yes, a great sacrifice is all I need. There we go. Appease the gods. We can finally do this now. Perfect. So I did pick up the eagle warrior. That's good. Let's start getting these all sacrificed. First of all, a scout and a heavy chariot. Both of these need to be done still. Perfect. So sacrifice adjacent unit. There's the head chariot, and there is the scout. There is something incredibly satisfying about buying a tile and then immediately putting down an improvement that turns it from 2 food, 2 production, 1 gold to 6 food, 2 production, 4 faith and 1 gold. Oh, also put another 2 faith on these tiles as well. There we go. Greece has decided that I don't like city-states enough, so he's happy with me now. Oh, it's a good thing. Finally, that is a knight, or a knit as we call them in our educated circles. We'll sacrifice a catapult now, as well as a horse. Excellent, excellent. Yeah, no one, absolutely nobody is going to beat me on this one. Ethiopia's going to try, but they are not. My soothsayers are going to be absolutely ridiculous by the end of this. Such a ridiculous little just conveyor belt. One by one, the troops all line up. Now a crossbow, followed by a skirmisher. Again, sorry France, but I am just going to settle right on top of you here and just steal all of these delicious lake tiles. Om nom 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 nom. I now can also take monarchy. I am a king. Ursa the king. We always knew it. We always knew it. Equestrian orders, because I'm selling my horses and my iron actively. Still, serfdom is lovely. Republican legacy is wonderful. And I'm still getting settlers, so let's pop that down as well. What I'm trying to do is get my cities to sort of be building settlers on and off with all the infrastructure. And it's actually helping a lot, because I've got another 2 settlers out, and I'm already on 10. And more importantly, I can keep buying settlers with faith. I've got a few turns left. I think I can squeeze 1 more out before we're done, which is wonderful. Speaking of earlier, here is city number 11, next to a load of desert. Huh, it's a bit weird, isn't it? All this desert and a campus in the desert. It's just a strange old thing that we'll just have to ignore whatever's going on there. The swordsman is next up, followed by our knight. Goodbye, friends. City 12 is up just by my capital, actually. That should be pretty decent, and I think I'll get a copy, there we go, of the cocoa there. Nice. Next up is the Eagle Warrior. Ooh, that one feels a bit painful because that was a powerful unit. And this is City 13, my sprawling empire complete. It's a bit of a slow start, but once we got going, oh boy, did we get going. Finally, a courser has been made and then sacrificed. So, if I just upgrade that one and up-to-date this, we have now done a scout skirmisher. We need to do a ranger. I've done the eagle warrior, so I now need to do a musket. We need to do cavalry, courser, a field cannon, a trebuchet, it's probably the next one up, and a pikeman still. Oh, we still need to do the pikeman. Don't forget the pikeman, Ursa. That would be a silly thing to forget, would it not? A silly thing indeed. Whereas at 720 gold, we just have to do it. It's too important. It's too important. How much have we got? 282 score. Okay, if Ethiopia catches me, fair play. As I say before, all I want is the silver award. That is the main thing for me. The silver award. Then my soothsayers get more powerful, and we continue to grow. So watch this tile. Watch this tile. Boom! It's the fact they get even more faith every time they get an adjacent unique improvement as well. So I've got 146 faith per turn, and I'm barely using anything that isn't just tiles. It's wonderful. Oh, whoa. I can't put my unique building down here because it doesn't have 2 land tiles because the mountains don't count. Oh, how boring. Game. Ruining all the fun. All the fun has been taken away. Dear oh dear, policing like this. And it's the same on this tile as well. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not a bad thing. I'll flag these as like target tiles because if I can't put anything on them, I might as well make districts, like water parks, harbours, that sort of thing. It might work quite well, actually. Oh, Korea has decided to forward settle everyone. Okay, that's actually quite handy. Stay there. I'll be back for your city in a second. Here is the golden age. Make a dedication. It is just me. Okay, France is in the normal age and Korea is in the normal age, so we should be able to put our influence onto them both. Monumentality. What is the border policy like with our continents? Actually, Australia is down here because we're on the split. If I keep settling, I will get 4 population cities. The thing is, I don't need them because my unique improvements are so good. They're leveling up within turns, so monumentality turns faith into more settlers. That, for me, is by far the most useful thing. By a long way, so we will continue to do that. Especially because there's only 655 faith. That's a settler every 5 turns. That's, you can't deny that sort of growth. That is just impossible to resist. Okay, with this pikeman sacrifice, I believe that's everything we can do right now until we get trebuchets, which is fine. What I'm doing, though, is taking advantage of my policy card of professional army, and if there's something like trebuchet comes up, I will buy the thing before it, so instead of a trebuchet we get catapult, and upgrading it is far cheaper than buying the trebuchet out, so it saves me a lot of money. So where has all the niter gone? Normally niter is the one thing that scuppers my plan for dams. I don't think too much has been popped down, but we'll keep an eye on it. I was always slightly fearful of niter. We need some of it though. I think next up is muskets, bombards, and pike and shots. Let's do those. That's a good triplicate, and then we don't have any other troops for a little while until we hit factories, get some infrastructure going, and then we can go from there. So a little strategy with barbarians and other troops. These crossbows and all of the things coming around, the muskets, keep standing on, say, this mine that I don't want them to pillage. What I'm doing is using my Great General to basically stand on a tile kind of just a little bit adjacent to where the barbarians are. Now, in their turn, they'll move on to the Great General to kill it. It'll snap back to my city. I can have another shot at killing it. Then, because it would be stirred on my industrial zone, I'd put the Great General back onto the tile it was on and repeat effectively. It's quite handy and it stops them from ever killing you. Okay, now I'm really confused now. Bananas keep popping up everywhere. It's made this city awesome, so I'm not complaining. It's just really odd. It's not how I thought it would work. Trebuchet has been sacrificed now to the fiery pit of doom. There we go. Another one. So how have we done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of 4, 11, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36. Okay, so we're not halfway, but that's pretty good nonetheless. Uh-oh, another fiery pit of doom, but luckily nothing for us. That's okay. Finally filling out my capital though, getting these lakes all sorted. Look at all the extra faith coming in. It's 31 per turn just from this city. All of my gold at the moment, pretty much all of my gold is being spent purely on lake tiles. We're getting them up and running. Builder, university, these are all good. Let's get in. I think the Grandmaster's Chapel, using faith to be able to buy my units is going to help my sacrifice game no end. It's going to be lovely. Korea already lost that city. That's handy. That's very handy. Well, hopefully we'll pick that up soon. Oh yeah, don't you love it when you just settle next to all of these delicious lakes and you're like, this city will be 17 population in 7 turns. Or something ridiculous like that. There's the armory.
The real use of gunpowder.
That means we've got muskets now, which is cool. How many turns for Appease the Gods? Ooh, not many turns. Not many turns at all. Okay, right. Well, we need to be selling some stuff. Yes, I know my society is to emulate Russia. I know, I'm great. Okay, how do I get a musket this quickly? With great difficulty, I think, is the answer. With great difficulty. Cheapest I can buy as an Eagle Warrior because that is without any resource cost. I might have to wait on the old muskets until next time round. That and bombards and pike and shots, yeah. We've got the Grandmaster's Chapel on the way, so that's a good thing to kind of, you know, wait for. We can look forward to it. It could be like waiting for Christmas. I just picked up Bi Sheng with some faith, and now it's George R. R. Martin up next. But we are only a few turns away from guilds, which means we're not a long way now from humanism. Humanism gives us the invention card, and that would be worth 10 great people points per turn, something like that. It would more than double what we were earning. We have a lot of workshops. A lot of workshops in my nation so far. It'll be lovely. Ooh, Nalanda. Okay, a little bit more science there. 103. We broke 100 on turn 136. Again, not the speediest run I've ever done, but I'll take it. It's not too bad either. There we go. It wasn't even close. Appease the gods. We did it again, which means we have a third soothsayer and another promotion. +1 charge gain stealth was our first. +1 charge, +2 movement. Interesting. Interesting. Again, sort of looking forward to the plague upgrade. That's a really good fun. But it's okay. We'll do. We'll survive without it if we have to. Oh, I like it when you see all these deals. It's like, how many luxuries do you want? We're the Aztecs. So the answer is yes. Yes, we do. And I've actually switched now to gold per turn, like people tell me to always do, because I'm in no rush. I'm doing well. My nation's growing nicely. Very happy with how things are going right now. And actually, in my capital, the mausoleum can now be popped down. Got quite a lot of production in this city, but Isidore will rush this through nicely. Perfect. I just want the mausoleum to be finished now before we go any further, and then he'll get a second charge. So when I do build lighthouses, they do of course give all of my lake towers +1 food. So they're not always worth it, but sometimes in the cities that I do want to put them in, they can be very good indeed. That's a big odd eruption. Where was that? Oh, Paris. That's unfortunate, France. Seeing as all of my cities around you are so heavily populated, I wonder if that will be an issue. Mausoleum. I'm pretty sure the science, faith and culture does not affect lake tiles. We'll double check in a second, but the only reason I'm building this is for the great engineer charge. Yeah, unfortunately it doesn't make a difference, but that's fine. It means that Theodore's now got 2 charges, and so does Bicheng. So I can get 2 more districts in the city, and I can get 2 more wonder boosts. Oh, wonderful. Especially for certain something that I could be putting down here. I wonder what it could be. Oh, that's interesting. Eastern Orthodoxy has been brought to my capital. That's Feed the World. And Meeting House to give me more production. Oh, that's suddenly very interesting. I love faith. It's a really handy resource when we get all war-y later into the game. So, could I build it next to this? Do I build it next to the volcano? Is that a good idea? The answer is absolutely no. Shall I do it anyway? That's the question. That is the question. Oh dear. Okay, I think I'll build the holy site over here instead. For now, I don't need adjacency. It's the buildings in it that are the more important thing. Oh, Anshan. Okay, so that's 1, 3, loads and loads of extra science per turn. Now 115. How are we doing on science? Oh, I'm in second on score. So I've massively increased. Australia is in the lead on 37. I'm on 29, so I'm 8 behind at the moment. It's not too bad, really. There we go. Korea City did flip to me in the end. Lovely. Handy little thing, that. It gives me access to, over here, tobacco. I want to go and settle near that tobacco because there are some magnificent lake tiles I can put down near there. And Buffalo. Oh, you've got some loyalty right now, but just you wait, America, until I switch our alliance. It's always funny when you do that. Let them build close to you because you've got a culture alliance. Make sure your population's super high, and then when the time comes, bam. So this shrine gives me 3 food and extra housing as well. Well, in that case, I'll take that. And I'll take a temple. And I'll take a lighthouse in this city. There we go. 24 housing now. In fact, I'll even put the meeting house in there. Oh yeah, 57 production in my capital now. I probably don't need to be focusing that anymore. That's fine. Which way am I settling now? I've just got all kinds of cities in all kinds of like different directions. I think I'm going to send them out from this direction now. So let's get this going. Nice settler. Make your way over to here, please. Humanism gives me invention, as I've discussed before. Right, I'm going to stick it instead of buying settlers or getting settlers. That should help me just a bit. And fingers crossed, that 9 engineer points will now turn into something crazy big. There we go. As I thought, 9 engineer points per turn goes to 23. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. We like that a lot. Got universities finishing now. 146 science per turn, you say? 146? Lovely. It's a cool city. There's a nice tobacco over here that I can now clone. This is right between Korea and America, heading towards Ethiopia. That's my 18th city. 13, 10, 11, 11, 7, 9, 11, 8, 9, 13, 11. So me spreading around the map is helping here. So we're hauling people back in. Oh, and look, all 5 of our alliances have expired at the same time. Oh, yeah, don't you love it when that happens? It's so much fun having to go through one by one and just put them all back up. There has to be a mod out there somewhere that auto-renews alliances. You'd assume that would be a thing, right? Let's get a library in and a university. Very good. And where is it? Oh yes, University of Sankor. Let's just rush that through now as well. It's going to take a little bit of time. This is going to be a city that's going to need a little help, but it's worth it, I think. More voting. Please send trade routes to me, and I'd love it if we could faith buy cheaper. That would be really handy if we can faith buy cheaper. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, production. That'll do. People sent trade routes to me there, so that's a good thing. France is again losing the pressure on this city, and America is losing the pressure on this city. So my strategies are working, luckily. So I've just finished the Grand Master's Chapel. Muskets are the first port of call. Let's just quickly pick one up with 480 faith, or shall I use I'll use my gold to start with, because I'm still getting settlers in, but that is a musket. Perfect. Okay, we'll keep an eye on this, but luckily we're now starting to do the work on the next load of units. Bombard, I need to do in pike and shot. They were the 2 I've upgraded. I think faith is going to be our spare resource, so Moksha is going to be put in so I can start to purchase districts in for 3. Probably the best thing to do. It's going to take a few promotions to get him to that point, but it's worth the wait. And again, this crossbow is about to plunder my campus, so move the engineer there. Hopefully, it'll lure them away. Da Vinci. Perfect. That's 3 Eurekas and 6 culture per workshop, because I can pop him twice. Oh yeah, combustion's the first one. We'll use something else in a sec. Yeah, look, my ploy worked perfectly. Fantastic. Isildur, do the same thing. Move 1 tile to the next. Industrialization. Where is the coal? How much coal has been delivered? And is right on top of where I was going to put the canals. Hopefully, not many. In fact, actually, oh yeah, look, actually, we've done okay. That's fine. Perfect. We've already got 2 sources in my capital. Sorry, in my nation. That's 3. And then we had a 4th down. I mean, we should be absolutely fine. That's good. Lots and lots of coal for me. Next up, we want to unlock canals. That is good. We want as many canals as we can. In fact, actually, we're going to get some encampments going as well. Maybe not in this city, but in some cities, just because I want military engineers to be able to rush the things. Look, everybody! I made a spy! I did it! Yay! Isn't that fun? And look, I'm going to actually pay attention and go with this so-called good theory, where we use them to offensively spy first. I look forward to seeing the results before counter-spying. I still think my way's better, just gonna put it out there, but you know, I can be sort of quietly smug about how good I am. Let's put it that way. I love these small lakes. Have I ever said that? Oh, yes. It's just this new little terrible city that's losing loyalty, but soon it'll grow. It'll grow beyond all comprehension and become an absolute thorn in France's side. Just you wait. Steam power. That means we can unlock railroads, which, as we all know, are the single best thing in Civ, and actually going to be very, very handy on this map. We also have the ability to put down canals. Canals are amazingly useful, and we will be building a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. They don't do anything in themselves, but they do let you move units through and connect up all of our delicious, delicious lakes. That's kind of what I'm hoping anyway. Ruhr Valley. Oh, you see, that's unfortunate, because Ruhr Valley wants to go where I was going to put a canal. Unfortunately, canals take priority over all things, because they're very important. Very, very important. There's a pike and shot, by the way. I haven't forgotten about my little mission, don't you worry. Somehow, I'm also the first Civ to 200 science. We did it! We broke the record. I mean, I had no idea what the record was, but we broke it. Eagle Warrior, strike! I did lose the settler. Ignore the fact that I lost the settler. That is, unimportant in this whole thing. No one needs to see my shame. It's a secret shame, like all the best shames. One that I never speak about, apart from on my deathbed. I just realised I was going to build the Great Zimbabwe, and I have sort of built over the cows. Sorry, cows. That's not what you need to do to cows, really, is it? There's a bombard anyway. Let's just move on from the flattened cows that are somehow screaming underneath the concrete that I've just poured over them. Ooh. We're going to get 20 pop soon, which is awesome, but there is a coal power plant. I'm hoping that will mean that we have a double pop once we get to next turn. We've also got 10 turns. The Taj Mahal is on the way as well. That's awesome. Yeah, I need a lot of Era score. I need 24 to get into a golden age. Feels like a lot right now, but you never know. You never know. Uh-oh. Oh no, that's fine. That's Paris again. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Montpellier. You're going to have even less loyalty very soon. Excellent. Excellent. Buffalo unfortunately seems to have stabilized itself, but don't worry, my population is growing around American cities. That will come around very quickly, methinks. The Barbs are desperately trying to stop the University of Sankor, though. Get back, you heathens. Don't you know what's good for you? I'm trying to teach you. My audience are constantly telling me about the University of Sankor. Have you not heard them going on about it over and over and over and over and over and over? Ah, heathens. Clearly, they are heathens. So we got the world's largest city, which was 2 pop, and we got, there we go, civilization uses power. I think someone might have actually beaten me to the first power, which is a little bit unfortunate. I imagine it's probably Mr. Oz. Yeah, there we go, Melbourne. Ugh, terrible. Get out of there. They've got a coal power plant working as well. Ugh, Australia. Australia. Never letting me have any fun. Oh no, my turn. My turn for Mega Colossal Eruption. Oh well, it kind of killed a couple of people and we forgot about it because we built the Taj Mahal, which is way more interesting than people dying in fiery volcanoes. This basically guarantees me golden ages from this point on. Fingers crossed. +1 era score from anything that gives me 2 or more era score. It very much helps. Very much helps. That was a 5 era score I get from that. Now, I also can pick up this engineer, but unfortunately, he's useless. So we're going to ignore him. And I'm instead going to get Filippo, who can actually rush me another wonder. That's very good. Engineer. Okay, cool. That's fine. Perfect. So we can live with that. Okay, they killed my Eagle Warrior, but what they didn't do was take the settler, so I still get the city out, which is delightful. I'm very sorry, Barbs. Today was not a day you were ever going to win. Let's get these walls up and hide. Hide, quickly, hide. Okie dokie, now I'm here. Apparently siphon funds is the thing that you all tell me to do, but 50%, that doesn't seem very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to gain sources first and then try it. You never know. We may get lucky. We may get lucky. Ballistics. Hooray! Actually, that's quite handy. Have we still got a spare crossbow somewhere? Not really. It's kind of fighting. Busy fighting over there. So I'll have to actually make my own field cannon to sacrifice to the blood gods. Don't worry, blood gods, we'll do it soon. I've got all of my little bits and pieces all lining up. Oh yes, the collection is good. This feels very weird, lining up like a perfect killing field at the top, but I am sort of weirdly enjoying this run. It's very odd. Very odd. Civil engineering is useful, and that means normally that I'm not far now from natural history. We can get astronomy though. I was getting printing, but actually astronomy will be an easier fix for me. Thank you so much. And then build an archaeological museum, you say? That seems like something my capital should absolutely be doing. Let's have a think about this. This canal would be so helpful if I didn't have to build it. But I do have to build it. Is there any way? Actually, no, if I finish this canal, that'll be a +3. So, I think I'm going to still get it. I can never remember if it's a +3 or a +4. No, it's a +3 third square. So there we go. That should do it. That'll take me 2 turns and then 2 turns. So I've got plenty. I've got 6 turns left. Good. Good, 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 good. Again, that line infantry is doing that thing where they're going to pillage my mines. I'm just going to lure them out by moving Sun Tzu onto that tile. They will not be able to resist themselves. Trust me. Actually, speaking of it, look, there's a +3 theatre square. Nice. Oh, we've got some absolutely severe production going on in some of these cities now. It's awesome. Look, though. I did a thing. University of Sankor is finished. So, basically all of my internal routes are going to go to this city now. I get a little bit of extra science for it. All of my internal trade routes get an extra bit of faith as well. This is setting up to be a nice communist run, to be honest. So, yeah, Sankor always works well with that sort of play. In fact, do I just treat myself now to Petra as well, just to really double up on this desert city being an absolute legend? Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. Oh, do I want my own religion? Oh, now that would be some era score. Now, unfortunately, I've only got the one holy site, and that's very much on... Actually, no, I say that. I've got 2 holy sites, haven't I? There's a holy site, just doesn't have any faith on it. The worst holy site, and there we go as well. I'm using Eastern Orthodoxy. Oh, it would give me era score. This would be a way of getting a golden age. This would massively be a way of getting a golden age. Now, is it possible to get something that would be worth it for me? Feed the World is quite useful. Choral music, warrior monks, divine inspiration, Jesuit education, reliquaries. All of those things have been taken already. Even stupas have been taken. Oh, and crusades been taken. What is going on in this game? AI is taking all of my things, Might have to, literally just for the era score, but it feels wrong. It feels really, really wrong at this stage to be taking it. But I mean, look at all of these apostles. I'm assuming that Ethiopia will get rid of my religion at some point. Like, I'm assuming they're not winning a religion victory. It's far too big a map. 5 out of 12, but there's 3 religions still out there. So yeah. Don't think they're going to end up winning that one. Let's think about this. I think we're going to be fine. I think we'll be fine to not take it. I'm going to pass. I might regret that, but I feel like we can do it. So, I shall. Meanwhile, Ryan sells his natural resources for gold. I'm selling my natural resources for a lot of gold. These are good deals. Mixing it up between gold per turn and upfront gold, to keep my economy nice and fruity. So some era score here. There's a +3 from completing the canal. That helps a lot. Well, there's Mendeleev. Oh, nice. He's actually quite handy. Can I use him to boost chemistry? You bet I can. Military science as well, then chemistry. Nice. He's awesome. You know what? I'm just reading this correctly. Luxury resources may only be copied to one unique district, not bonus resources. That's why the bananas are going mad. Okay. Goodness, that makes a lot more sense. I was scratching my little head on that one. I did not know what was going on. I'm glad we figured it out. That's good. 4 era score for getting a theatre square sorted. Yeah, we should be fine. We should be fine. 1 more needed. Yeah, I told you, the Taj Mahal. It literally changes the game. It is such a good wonder. So good. Another volcano goes off. This time it absolutely incinerates some of my little floaty boaties. No. No. Petra. Isn't it ironic that Petra is the one to get me into a golden age after years and years of fighting it off? I just embrace it. Right next to Sankor, and suddenly everything makes sense. Suddenly everything is golden and joyous and beautiful, and our Aztec Empire really truly hits the greatest heights it will ever do. Maybe. Is that true? I could just be lying to myself and make myself feel better, to be fair. That's equally likely here. Looking around, all of my cities are either building canals or factories. It's really odd. That's all I'm doing.
All the best.
Then I was playing England. I love building canals in this game. Oh, that's a dark age for France. That's not good for them at all. Never mind. Okay. What are we going to do now? I think Heartbeat of Steam might be quite fun. To arms would help me to go to war in a little bit. Reform my coinage helps me to get a little bit more gold. I like gold, but I'm trading for most of my gold at the moment. I think Heartbeat of Steam. Let's double up with the science policy card, which I probably need to get from a better government soon. Let's have a quick look and see what my science adjacencies are like. They're decent. And the wonder building also helps. Natural philosophy, there it is. Let's put that instead of invention for now. Get my science up a little bit higher. Lovely. I've just suddenly lost a load of amenities. There we go. I thought the deals had collapsed in. You can see them just every time I take luxuries, it's just making my cities happier and happier and happier every time I do it, which is great to see. Okay, I haven't flogged my stuff in a while. Bear with me whilst I just take it all to market and see who bites. Like Russia, thank you so much. Montpellier, thank you and welcome. Welcome to my empire. It's rather wonderful. You'll love it here. It's basically just lakes. Nothing but lakes. Let's just buy all those towns quickly so that the French can't steal them. Lovely. In fact, actually, with a bit more population, it looks like Paris is going to fall to me soon. Oh no, France. What a shame. What a crying shame. And here I was, worried that I'd have to attack you. And actually, turns out, you were useless. Now, I'm going to get myself a couple of units here because everything is just really, really annoying me. I've just unlocked, what did I unlock? I've got cuirassiers, I've got line infantry, and I've got cavalry. I don't think I've built any of those. So cavalry, no. Cuirassier, no. Line infantry, no. So I'm going to start to build those now. Cuirassier, and there. The cavalry. Good. Enter the cavalry, I say. Enter the cavalry. Okay, perfect. Right, let's siphon funds. 74% chance likely to do that. Who knows? Maybe they're doing it to me. Maybe it's being done to me as I speak, and this is only fair. That's what we're going to tell ourselves in order to excuse this blatant theft of property. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Matthew Wilkinson, Salty Tech, Glorious Petra, Davalex, Dayboy91, Skeptical Bear, Paul Coffey, Kroger Brown Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Portland, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Nim, Emir EC, Henry, Rom88, Radiatorre, and Private Selection Genoa Salami for all of your support. Thanks everybody!